For decades, a hidden conflict has simmered just beneath the surface of global headlines. Now that shadow war is bursting into the open. In a dramatic escalation, Iran and Israel, two of the Middle East's most formidable powers, have moved from covert operations to direct military strikes, pushing the entire region to the brink. Flashing news alerts, frantic diplomatic calls, and the ominous tracking of missiles across glowing maps paint a stark picture. A conflict that was once fought through whispers and clandestine missions is now a global crisis, threatening to ignite a fire that could engulf the world. The question is no longer if a wider war will happen, but when, and what the devastating consequences will be for us all. This confrontation is not new. It has been waged for years across a sprawling, volatile chessboard. Animated maps reveal a complex web of influence stretching from the Mediterranean to the Arabian Sea. In Lebanon, Hezbollah, armed and trained by Iran, stands as a powerful deterrent on Israel's northern border. In Syria, Iranian-backed militias have entrenched themselves, creating a direct corridor of power that Israel has repeatedly targeted with airstrikes. Further south in Yemen, the Houthi rebels, supplied by Tehran, have demonstrated their ability to disrupt one of the world's most critical shipping lanes. Each of these proxy forces acts as a lever for Iran, allowing it to project power and challenge Israel without engaging in a head-on battle, creating a persistent state of regional instability that constantly threatens to boil over. The tremors of this conflict are felt far beyond the Middle East, drawing in global superpowers with their own strategic interests at stake. The United States, a staunch ally of Israel, finds itself in a delicate balancing act, trying to support its partner while desperately seeking to avoid a full-scale regional war that could entangle American forces and derail its foreign policy. On the other side, China, a major consumer of Iranian oil, watches with concern, its economic stability tied to the peaceful flow of energy through the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow waterway, a choke point for a third of the world's seaborne oil, represents a critical vulnerability. Any disruption here, whether by direct attack or blockade, would send shockwaves through the global economy, making the stakes of this distant conflict a pressing concern for nations thousands of miles away. The precarious balance that has held for so long is now shattering, paving the path from a shadow war to a direct, devastating confrontation. The recent exchange of fire marks a terrifying new chapter. We see images of massive military drills with soldiers practicing for a war they hope never comes. Complex graphics illustrate the shadowy world of cyber warfare, where digital attacks on critical infrastructure can be as destructive as physical bombs. The most chilling visuals, however, are the potential trajectories of ballistic missiles, arching across the sky from launch sites in Iran toward targets in Israel, and vice versa. Each launch, each interception, and each successful strike erodes the remaining barriers to all-out war, pushing both nations further down a path from which there may be no return. As the world holds its breath, the flags of Iran and Israel stand in stark opposition, symbols of a deep-seated animosity that now threatens global peace. The escalation has moved beyond proxy battles and covert strikes into a dangerous new reality of direct state-on-state aggression. Every diplomatic failure, every military miscalculation, and every provocative statement brings us closer to an abyss. A regional conflict of this magnitude would not be contained. It would trigger a cascade of economic collapse, humanitarian catastrophe, and geopolitical realignment. The future of the Middle East hangs in the balance, and with it, the stability of our interconnected world. We are left to wonder if diplomacy can pull these adversaries back from the brink, or if we are about to witness the dawn of a new and terrible war.